So recently I've been listening to a lot of Marilyn Manson with this whole pandemic and, people dying in the streets, which of course inevitably led me down a rabbit hole in YouTube, starting with Marilyn Manson on the Phil Donahue show. If you want to see me make a video about it, I'm open. But I got recommended a video called Jenny Jones, Hey Punk, Lose the Funk. And little did I know, this might be the most boomer video I've ever seen on the internet. Remember when Billie Eilish was on Jimmy Kimmel's show? Basically him quizzing her about the past? That's basically this, except for an entire show. Keep in mind, I don't even know Jenny Jones. Hell, this segment even came out before I was even born. But I think it's safe to say that this segment, at the very least, was to literally just bully kids.
Jenny, my friend Kim was a sweet and innocent little girl. Did she grow up to be a hot babe? What do you think? My friend Kim has 57 piercings. 1, 2, 3, 42, 43, 44, and 13 we can't show.
Normal people look like puppets.
Help!
Alright, first off, what a queen. She's living her life doing what she wants. But Jenny, and especially the audience, cannot get over her clothes and piercings.
How many piercings do you have?
57.
57? How many of those are visible?
All of them but 13. I guess, yeah.
Okay. Who does these piercings for you?
Me.
All of them? All 57? Have you ever had a problem, like with infection or anything?
Now,
Nothing?
I mean, I don't want to go to, like, some place and just, like, pull my pants down and be like, pierce me, you know? So I do it myself.
Hey, like, what, you just sitting at the crib one day and just decided, like, I'm just gonna stick myself or something?
Yes, one day she decided, I just wanted to impale myself. Now that sounds a little extreme, but that is seriously what these people think.
You watching cartoons? I mean...
He's been doing it forever.
And what does cartoons have to do with anything?
When was the first piercing? How old were you, and what made you do the first one? And where was it?
Well, I did my ears and stuff. I pierced them all up, and I did them myself.
How old?
About 12.
You pierced your own ears at 12? When did you start the body piercings, at what age?
I guess I was 15 when I first did my nose.
I love the fact that Kim has this face of like, I don't know what's so wrong. But then look at the face of these two people. It's just so funny. They look so concerned.
Okay, look at some, we have a couple of pictures, by the way. A childhood picture of Kim. And here are some more current pictures of Kim. Yeah.
Like,
how do you get your hair?
Oh wow, it's almost like people change as they grow up. Adults don't look the same as kids.
Just like people honk at us, like we'll be driving in the car, and like people that they don't even know her, they'll be like, they'll beep and, you know.
You know, if she gets harassed on the street, I kind of don't think that's her problem. It's more of a reflection on everybody else that's heckling her in the street.
You stand up just for a second. Let's kind of run through top to bottom. Your hair, if you'll turn around for a second, your hair is like, you put black dots on it like leopard dots, right? And it's shaved pretty much in the back.
I just say that's some pretty badass hair. It really does look like a cheetah or something. It's pretty awesome.
You know your stockings are ripped, right?
Yeah.
Do you know that your stockings are ripped? It's like the same thing as if people made fun of like ripped jeans. Do you know that your jeans are ripped?
So you do have a job, but Jade, you say she sleeps in her car? Or?
Well, she used to sleep in her car, and, you know, she'll sleep in her car at the, you know, drop of a hat. I mean, it's like no big deal. I just don't, I mean, I could...
But she's not
I
homeless.
Could never
I mean,
sleep
you
in my
have...
car.
You have a home, Kim.
Right now I do, yeah.
Yeah, but, you know, she moves around, like, constantly, and...
I don't know, man. Like, Kim's friend just sounds like a straight up square. I'm sorry, she just sounds so boring compared to her. I don't know how they can be friends.
You know what? You can tell that you have a really pretty face. You will get more attention being a regular looking woman. That get up.
I just love her reaction there. Like, I guarantee that she gets more attention dressed like the way she does now than if she just dressed normally. I guarantee you. And I don't know if, how do we even know if she really wants this attention? And I assume she means attention from guys. Okay, say if she did change for someone else. Is she really being true to herself? Is that really what a relationship should be?
No.
I'm just curious, how long does it take you to get ready with your hair and everything before you go out?
The one picture, your hair was like 2 feet high.
Oh,
that takes some
I put it
time.
up and I just leave it up as long as it'll stay up. I don't wash it out every day and put it up again. No way. I leave it up for like a month or something.
Do you wash regularly or Jane?
Her hair, never.
Okay. I have a confession. I used to do this. I would spike my hair in elementary school, you know? It was the cool thing. I loved it. Probably from 1st to 6th grade. And I remember I would negotiate with my parents about how many times I could take a shower. I wanted to take a shower as less as I can. And one of the main reasons was because it was annoying to spike my hair every morning. I obviously don't do that now. Now we're done with Kim, I just have to say, the next person, Patrick, absolutely rules. I love this guy. I love how he just taunts the crowd.
Jenny, this is what my friend Patrick used to look like. So, is he still that lovable little kid? Not. Jenny, he belongs in a cage. Help him, please.
All right, Patrick. Brandon, you're shaking. Are you
Can we have some interesting questions, please? I've only heard boring questions.
Okay. All right, who?
It's so funny how much his friend dresses up. He's literally in a tie and a suit. This is literally that one, Will Smith, Marilyn Manson meme I see on Twitter.
But times do change. I'm not dressing in bell bottoms anymore, like the 70s.
No, but don't
Thank
usually
you.
women wear makeup?
Pardon me?
Aren't women normally the ones that wear makeup?
Oh,
or?
because you're closed-minded and that's all you're
No, I'm
brainwashed
not.
to.
I
mean,
I don't think people should judge her. I mean, hey, she's got her own
You're
mind.
right.
She's got her own mindset.
you're right,
Whatever.
but not only women wear makeup, no.
Okay.
Thank you.
So,
that will be.
all right.
Wait, so you think, people shouldn't judge Kim, but people should judge Patrick for wearing makeup? What?
Yeah, Brandon.
They look like they belong in caskets. I really do.
Wow, you really got them there, buddy. Also, I love how he claps at his own comment. Jenny, I think they should just belong in caskets.
I might get a better night's rest.
I love how Patrick just plays it off though. It's he really does have a good sense of humor, and it reminds me of today's humor, really.
You're feeling a little hostile today, aren't you?
He's like
No,
this.
Yeah.
I see these crowds and
Yeah.
they're not making sense. They
You're
ask
gonna do a
questions that are
makeover.
irrelevant.
Would you please help
Yeah.
change his attitude too?
Well, we'll start with the clothes.
Man, just what a good friend. Clearly he just wants to look out for his best interests. Not only by changing his clothes, but also his personality.
Do you have a job?
Yes, I'm a makeover artist myself. I do hair and makeup.
Yes.
Why does the fact that he says that he's a makeup artist get a rouse out of the crowd? If someone dresses in an extravagant way, why do people think it's impossible that that person could do people's makeup for a living? If they can go all out in the makeup department, I don't see why they can put on normal makeup. I assume that's what they started out.
Okay, one more question.
Hey, Patrick, I think your attitude and your look is cool. I really like it.
Oh, all right. We're ending on a...
Good.
No?
At least he accepts me for who I am. At least he's not giving me drama.
He's not the only one. We got people.
This is by far the most wholesome moment in the show. I love it. And really, I have nothing else to say about it.
What How's he smelling today, by the way?
Lie.
You clean up for the show? So, you look so different. I mean, look, do you guys go out like this? I mean, you look like that, and she looks like that.
Yeah, we do. We get some looks.
Do you get bad reactions? What's the worst thing anybody's said or done to you when you've been out?
They throw things at me.
The first thing I gotta say about these two is, like, I don't understand them. She really seems into him, and if you don't like it, then why are you with him in the first place?
Here's a normal guy. Do you accept him looking like that?
I kind of question it. I'm from the 60s, and when we used to wear our hair long because we rejected our parents and stuff, I just wonder, is that what statement you're trying to make with your outfits?
Not my parents, but my parents' generation.
Your generation.
Maybe that's why
It's a similar statement, different look. Same statement, different look. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't... Like, I would say yes, punks are pretty similar to the hippies in the 60s, where they would reject their, like, past generation. Many of these punks here say that.
You came here dressed, you're promoting yourself. I'm wondering why you get so defensive when people are asking you questions, when you represent yourself this way.
It's not so much of defense. I think it's more along the lines of, as I want everyone to be real. I want everyone to ask real questions. You know, it doesn't make much sense.
Okay.
So he's defending himself, which I think is what most people would do in this situation. Like, imagine yourself in his shoes. Pretty sure you would get pretty defensive.
Kim, with all the body piercing that you have, is there a problem with intercourse?
What an appropriate question to ask.
Does that get in the way?
Oh, that's a real question. Are you still in school, Mary?
Yes. Yeah,
Like, not like this.
Yeah, I go to school like this.
What kind of... Where do you go to school? Where do you go?
I go to Rio Grande High School.
What city?
In Pismo Beach, California.
In California. And you're allowed to go to school like that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was even allowed.
As long as it's not disruptive to the education.
It's disruptive to us. We're like looking at you.
How is it disruptive? You can't just say it's disruptive because you don't like it.
Let me, I hate to hurt you like this, Terry. I know you're her mother.
Wait, Jenny. You hate to hurt her mother? You literally just insulted Mary.
So, Mary, what kind of bad, what are some of the worst reactions you've had from people, Mary? Look at that.
Oh, I've been called a dyke, you know, spit on, white trash.
Yeah.
I would say this sort of harassment still exists to this day. I remember a couple months ago when I was walking around Pittsburgh with a chain, and I remember, like, I got heckled once for it, so it's not impossible.
I may not agree with the way you guys dress, but you guys, especially Patrick, you seem to have something against, like, are you turned off by the way we dress? Do you think that we're wrong?
No. I think that you're dressed fine, but it's what you're wearing and it's what you chose to wear. And so I'm not bagging on you.
Fair enough.
You know, that's a pretty cool response. I mean, like, it's obviously something that these people should learn, and it really shows, like, his maturity compared to everybody else's in the audience.
I know.
What do you say? What are you telling her?
Oh, she looks like, look at her. She looks like PWT, pure white trash.
I look beautiful.
Pure white trash. What a friend. What a friend.
Here's a childhood picture of Maya. Look at that. Is that the cutest?
Goth queen.
How pretty. Look.
Goth queen, love it.
Kim, stand up, Kim. Come on. Stand up a minute. Look at them.
She looks like a
Kim, let me see your face. Show your face. Come on. Look at that beautiful face, Kim.
Look cute.
Look at her. What are you hiding?
You look so cute.
What, Jade, what?
She looks like a little French girl. She looks really cute.
You look great.
She looks
you can sit
really
down. You can sit
cute.
down, Kim. Why are you hiding? You don't love this?
I've never seen anybody wear a costume like this.
They literally made Kim look like a Mary Poppins, and she truly doesn't like it. She doesn't like it at all. Sadly, in this video, they don't really show Patrick's transformation, but don't worry. There's plenty of other videos like this one. In fact, Jenny Jones herself made another show like this. This wasn't the only segment. Let's also quickly look at one of those videos. I just have to show this because it's insane.
The society was too normal. Also, Ricky, he's been getting, in the past Valentine's Day, he's been getting cards from boys. That's starting to scare me. That's really starting to scare me.
Well, Dad, if you need a kiss from a girl. All right, let me...
So something that I think is important when discussing about the Jenny Jones show is that somebody was apparently murdered. There was an episode basically where one guy was going to find out that somebody he knew had a crush on him. And it turned out it was some other guy. And then jokingly on the show, the man was like, "Oh, it's fine. I'm actually a heterosexual. It's all good. It's okay." But then 3 days later, the man shows up and murders the dude that had a crush on him. I think that's also important to bring up in the context of what mentally this show does to people. Okay, now, let's be honest. Is this show blown out of proportion? Yes. Was this all done for clicks and attention? Yes. But were the kids aware that they were about to be made fun of on TV? Maybe. But that still doesn't excuse the amount of, harassment these kids received on TV. And this is not to say that these punks were angels. I mean, look at Kim. She very clearly has a Confederate flag on her jacket. And she also has a pretty predominant Manson tattoo. And you can probably suspect that she wasn't with the best type of people. I think if this video and a bunch of others like it show anything, is the fact that, alternative kids were not treated the best in the 90s. Although I don't necessarily agree that alternative has become the mainstream as some, like Billie Eilish, claim it is, we obviously came a long way from this. And also keep in mind that this video came out before Columbine happened, so if you thought these kids were treated badly here, just imagine after they were blamed for Columbine. And actually, in a lot of ways, they were actually considered to be feared and not to be messed with after Columbine. And today, I would definitely say that people in the alternative community don't receive this type of hate. And I think the moral of the story is just don't be a douche.